Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Texans going up against the Patriots. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Brady now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Third down here. And a look at the defense now. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Well, you want to talk about catching the defense off guard. Opening drive, fake punt. They got it.
That had the total feel of something that was scripted during the entire week leading up to the game. They made that decision probably on Tuesday. First drive of the game, if we don't get it, we're going to fake it, and it pays off in a big way.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Tackle made by the rookie Emmanuel Ogbah. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. From midfield, here's Brady. He finds Coleman. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On play action, now Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On On 1st and goal, Gurley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. In the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Off the play fake, Winston. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brady now to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's the first-round pick, Eli Apple with it. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And the tight end goes in motion left. They go to Michael again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On play action, Winston. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Jamin looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They come out here in the eye. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Bell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah, the rookie from Oklahoma State, in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man, the first sack of his NFL career. Now Brady, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Watkins alone on the left side. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. He's got time. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deep.
And Winston lost the football. And the Patriots have it. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And tough starting field position here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And he's able to get it out of there. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Winston now from the 50. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Play fake. Winston. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Winston. This is caught by Jackson. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Second down, Winston.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone, but these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't, and often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here's Darkwa, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Orleans Darkwa, his third touchdown now on the year, and the Texans will extend their lead. And his kick is good. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Ready to throw on second down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Brady throwing on second down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try and run for it with Bell, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, it's Gurley.
Come on, not fair.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And quickly, they get to the line. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Jameis now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the run, this is Michael. And he cuts it back right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, Winston. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Jameis to throw it. Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it here with Michael. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Play fake. Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's got time in the pocket. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is indeed good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Second down sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. They go play action. Winston surveying the field. He's going to fire one deep. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out come the Patriots. So after the INT, it's Brady. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On the ground, it's Michael. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Red zone opportunity. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And the big tight end shifting around. Now a give. It's Michael fighting through. Still on his feet. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Winston to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a New England first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to air one out. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by the rookie James Bradbury. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They run again with Michael. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Here's Winston finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. One receiver right is Watkins. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to let it go again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked by the rookie James Bradbury. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. On the carry, Michael looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jameis to throw it. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Now Winston. He'll buy some time right. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Jameis now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. Give him 18 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a first. So here we go, first and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. A first down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Michael. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Partner, I know that ball security's preached like crazy, But every now and then, you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard though was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go again with Bell. A strong running. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On play action, it's Brady. He finds Beckham complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out, and Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. There he goes left side. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, it's Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Now Brady got to have this one, and he connects with Ebron. It'll be a gain of 6, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Brady. Flushed out right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus.
And now here is another interception picked off by Quan Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Ryan Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Over the middle to Beckham. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. 3rd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing now is Brady. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And now out comes Houston. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.